Douglas County, Colorado, you'll find some of the most rugged, deepest rock canyons. High up in those canyons, you'll find the home of the Sabercat. Rock Canyon Jaguars, Castleview Sabercats. This is Cat Hockey. Behind the keyboard, director, producer, Kenny Jones. Tonight, behind the camera is the Squirrel. She'll keep you live with the action. Once again, we are limited to the internet, so in and out. Stay with us. We'll catch up. We'll get you caught up with what's happening, get you live with the action. Want to bring you one last time for the 22 fall season, your 22 fall Sabercats. Sophomore, out of Rock Canyon, goaltender, number 1, Jacob Harris. Sophomore, out of Castleview, left winger, number 2, Aiden O'Reilly. Freshman, out of Rock Canyon, center, number 3, Trent Miller. Freshman, out of Castleview, defenseman, number 4, Jeffrey Keenan. Sophomore, right winger, wearing number 5, out of Rock Canyon, Emmett Duffy. Sophomore, out of Rock Canyon, defenseman, number 6, Luke Gardner. Sophomore, out of Rock Canyon, center, number 7, assistant captain, Jackson Jones. Sophomore, out of Castleview, right winger, wearing number 8, Mason Marks. Sophomore, out of Rock Canyon, defenseman, number 9, assistant captain, Justin Keogh. Freshman, out of Castleview, center, number 10, Taylor Trumbley. Sophomore, out of Rock Canyon, right winger, number 11, Tatum Small. Sophomore, out of Rock Canyon, center, number 12, Matthew Winogle. Sophomore, out of Castleview, right winger, number 13, Jared Jones. Freshman, out of Rock Canyon, defenseman, number 14, Brendan Huff. Sophomore, out of Rock Canyon, right winger, number 15, and your captain, Dane Zitzelsberger. Freshman, out of Castleview, defenseman, number 16, Ozzy Pinello. Sophomore, out of Castleview, right winger, number 17, Owen Shanahan. Freshman, out of Rock Canyon, defenseman, number 18, Zach Kuska. Junior, out of Castleview, left winger, number 19, Grant Soroki. Freshman, out of Castleview, left winger, wearing number 20, Turner Heft. Sophomore, out of Rock Canyon, goaltender, number 31, Corey Clothier. Sophomore, out of Castleview, defenseman, wearing number 21, Logan Lucier. On the injured reserve, Clothier, Keenan, and Winogle. Your head coach, Brian Heft. His assistant, Tommy Harris and Kyle Stovall. And there is your 22 fall Sabercats. We got a minute, less than a minute here, 55 seconds left in these warm-ups. Like I say, it is the last game of the fall season. The boys will be in tournament play next week, so there will be 2 more games, but this closes out the fall 22 season. Hopefully they can finish this one out strong. Your Cats are in their away blacks, red and gold trim. They are taking on Res Christian Cougars. Cougars are in all whites with blue trim. Your Cats did face this same Res Christian team the first game of the season in the warm-up tournament and did walk away from that game with the victory. But a lot of hockey's been played since then. So we got to see who got better, who got worse, who's going to take advantage of mistakes and come away with this second showdown with the victory. Warm-ups over. Cats have circled the cage. They're going to head over to that bench, get them last-minute instructions from Coach Heft. Hopefully we'll hit the ice rolling. Got my starting lineup for tonight if Coach Heft sticks with it. We're going to start out with Shanahan at center, Soroki left wing, Marks at right, Kuska and Keogh on D, and Jacob Harris is the one man standing for your Cats in between the pipes. So here we go once again. Director-producer Kenny Jones, he'll keep you hooked up. The squirrel will stay with the action, and I will try to keep up with the call, getting the names wrong along the way. So mandatory here, the Cats have taken the ice. We'll start banging the sticks. Get them centered up and get this one dropped. Rez Christian takes the ice now. Here we go, Cats. Let's get it fired up. Referee steps in, hand in the air. Goaltenders, are you ready? They say yes. Puck is down and won by Christian, but back to Keogh. Keogh's got it. He throws one deep into the corner, and Soroki gives chase. He gets half of a stick on it. Comes down the boards to the blue line, but is now poked out to neutral. All the way down ice. Keogh gives chase. He feathers around his own cage. Kuska loses the handle, turns it over. Shanahan there to help. Pokes it into the corner. Rez gets a stick on it, pokes it back wide. Poke checked away from him. Maybe he's making the turn. Keogh picks it up on the move, feathers one to the blue line, and it does make it out. Shanahan's got it, skates it into the zone. Shanahan shot, save, loose on the doorstep, and just couldn't poke it away. Still loose on the doorstep. Shot, save. Keogh shot wide. Marks couldn't get a stick on it. It was feathering on the far post, wrapped around the boards. Cross ice pass is picked up by a Cougar, skated into neutral, and then feathered all the way down. Pinello's on now. He gets outskated, but must make it back on the back check. Turned over behind his own net, gives chase. Thrown out to the front and picked off by Castleview. That is Zitzelsperger. Zitzelsperger poke checks it away and gives chase as one of the Rez Christian picks it up. Zitzelsperger still fighting. He does pickpocket the man and gets it. Still on his stick, holds it. Loses the handle, gets it back, throws it to the front, but the only one there is Rez, people. Throw down the boards, that's 120 feet. They call that icing, and we'll take that for a setup. So once again, all season long seems to be the call. Your Cats right on the doorstep. Back door is wide open, and nobody can find a stick on it. 15:31 of the first, tied at 0. Jones steps in. He does win the draw, gets caught up into the referee skates, shot off of the referee skates, and the Cougars are coming the other way hard. Lucier pins the man up against the boards on the blue line, but he still has a puck, throws it to the doorstep, picked off by Huff to Jones. Jones steps into the corner, wrapped all the way around the boards. Huff gets to it and wraps it all the way back the other way. Jared Jones into the corner, gets chipped around him to the blue line, but Lucier keeps it in. Lucier shot, pad save over the top of the net, or blocker save into the glass. Good shot by Lucier from the blue line. Puck comes free to the blue, now out to neutral, skated to the circles, throwed on net, takes one bounce. Harris does have to make the save. Lucier picks up the trash, wraps it all the way around to the blue line. Small gets a stick on it and gets it out. O'Reilly in there to help, but picked off. Skated in by Rez, but then right back out, throw down ice. That is an icing, 120 feet the wrong way for a face-off. 14:32 of the first, tied at 0. Heft steps in for the draw. He does win it back. Chipped around the boards to Keogh. Keogh slaps it hard down the boards to the blue line, but not out over small stick. Takes a ping-pong bounce and goes wide. Keogh picks it up again, puts on the brakes, goes the other way. Great move by Keogh. Loses a handle, though, gets it back into the corner. Now it's jammed up. Puck comes free behind the net. Kuska picks it up, throws it to the blue line and not out. Shot blocked in front, and here's a mad rush the other way. Heft is on the move. He picks it up off the bounce, but is checked off of the puck and lost it around the corner. Around the cage go the Cougars. Missed a check there, and he loses an edge and goes down. Small picks it up, feathers it to the back of the cage. O'Reilly gets a stick on it, but loses control. Now it's thrown all the way around the cage. The Cougars pick it up to the blue line and out. Keogh picks it up in neutral and throws it in hard for a line change. All the way around the boards now, skated into the blue line, now into neutral. Beats one at neutral, beats two at neutral. I believe that's Miller, lost an edge and went down hard. Trumley behind the net, gets turned over. Pass back to the point, here comes a shot. Blocked in front by Trash. That was a good look for the Cougars. Once again, taking advantage of Castleview mistake. Shot from the blue line, saved by Harris. Turned over again in front of the cage. Shot saved by Harris and the cover. Holy Moses, oh my, I cannot stand it. Game after game. Your Cats killing themselves with the turnovers in front of their own net. Line changes all the way around. Harris comes up big, not once, not twice, but 3 times. Keep this a 0-0 game. Shanahan steps in for the draw, puck down. The Cougars do win it behind the net. Pinello gives chase. Now it's into the corner, dumped behind the net by the Cougars. Comes to the side of the cage, shot. Poke checked away at the last second by a defenseman or Harris. Out to neutral, little feather pass from Keogh to Shanahan. Shanahan shot blocked into the skates of a Cougar. Puck comes free to the blue line, now to neutral. Skated in. Pinello checks a man up against the boards as he dumps it around him. Everybody overskates it behind the net, and believe that's Keogh got there. Soroki got there to chip it to the blue line, but not out. Soroki giving chase again. Feathers it down the board. Shanahan's going to pick it up. He does. Skates it into neutral. Shanahan still on his stick. Chips it to the front of the cage and gives chase. Wrapped back around the boards by the Cougars to the blue line and out. Skates it into neutral. Splits the defense. 2 Cats go down. Whistle at the blue line as 2 Cats go down. It was Soroki and Gardner. Thanks, Squirrel. I believe he called him offside, no? Offsides at 12:10 of the first, still tied at 0. Puck down, won by Castleview. Now chipped around by everybody. Glove down to Lucier. He feathers it out to Jones, who gets it bouncing around him. Now banged in hard by the Cougars. Huff picks it up, throws it down the boards to Zitzelsberger, who loses the handle, but still battling there. Puck comes free. Poke checked away by Lucier. Now feathered out to Zitzelsberger. Cross ice pass to Jones. Hits him in the stick, and he's off to the races. Jones is going to get a look here. Nice pass to the front. Jackson Jones could not come up with it on the back door. Jared Jones laid it right on the stick. Beautiful cross ice pass, and once again, half of a flip away. But the Cougars got to send it the length of the ice, and they ice it at 11:35 of the first, still tied at 0. Jackson Jones steps in for the draw. He wins it, loses it, and the Christians get it back. They throw it to the blue line, skated out to neutral. Oh, hit a man on the break. Harris has got to play this one. He does. Great job by Harris to come out on the breakaway attempt. Now into neutral, poke checked one way or the other. Jones had it, lost it, gets it back. Jones is offside, delay offside, they do get back. Now it's feathered out to neutral. Oh, Jared Jones picks it off and checks the man at the same time. Puck comes free though, and the Cougars come up with it. Cougars skating with too much free ice. Into neutral, shot goes wide of the net. Lucier picks it up, dumps it behind his own cage. Huff throws it around the rest of the way. Zitzelsberger picks it up, skates to neutral, and dumps it in for a Sabercat line change. The Cougars pick it up on the boards. They skate it to the blue line and out. Picked up and neutral by Soroki and thrown right back in. Small's got it on his stick. O'Reilly breaking. Shot off the side of the cage, half saved by the Cougars goalie. Nobody there to pick it up. Man picks it up and skates all the way through neutral. Still got control. Soroki's chasing. Small gets in there and helps. Great work by Small to get back. Hef's got it on his stick. He dumps it around his own cage, and Soroki picks it up. He throws it down the boards. Feathered pass across the front is picked off by a Cougar to the blue line and kept in by a Cougar. Now wrapped all the way around the boards Small went to poke check it to himself, but lost the handle. Got to be sharper than that. Pick it up on the rebound. Feathered out to the blue line, and it does make it out. Puck comes free in neutral. Everybody swinging and chopping at it. The Cougars pick it up, skated into the blue. Shot blocked in front by Keogh. Great block by Keogh to get down low and block that shot. Puck comes free to the side of the cage. Shot, poke checked in front. Nobody home. Feathered out to Duffy. He got a stick on it and loses it at the blue line. Keogh once again picks it up in neutral, throws it to neutral, but the only ones there are Sabercats, or I mean Cougars, sorry. Slammed way down the ice. Cougars give chase. They pick it up, throw it out. Nope. Kept in the zone. Now throw to the blue line and skated into neutral. Skated into the zone. Checked up on the boards, leaves the biscuit, but is picked up by one of the Cougars. Duffy gives chase. Over skated it, and fives hold him. As a Cougar picks it up behind the cage, he feathers it back down the boards. Loses a handle. Duffy there, pickpockets one. Nice cross-ice pass by Duffy. Oh, my goodness, hit Trumbley right in the stick, and he couldn't hold on. Once again, ideas are there, passes are there, and the man breaking cannot control. Dumped into the zone. Pinello gives chase. Gardner there to help. Gardner picks it up around his own cage, throws it out to Marks. Once again, hits him right in the stick, and he can't hold on. Picked off at the blue line. Nope, we're offsides. Delayed offsides. Now we got it back. Puck is feathered all the way back to Pinello. He's got it caught in his skates, but now he's got it. He throws a cross-ice pass to Shanahan, who had it for a second and lost it. The Cats throw it right back into their own zone. They pick it up, skated around their own cage. Shanahan giving chase. Shanahan all year long skating his tail off to get turnovers, and he makes another one there. Shanahan in there chipping away, still chipping away as Shanahan comes loose and comes down the boards. Cross-ice pass makes it out of the zone. Gardner to give chase. He throws it back in, and Shanahan's behind the defense. He's got Swerke on the doorstep. Shot all the way across the mouth of the goal and could not come up with it. Shot from outside the zone by Lucy A. Poke check, stick save into the netting by the Cougars goalie. And let's take a breath because it's 7:47. We're still tied at 0. My goodness, the opportunities. Jones in for the draw. He does win it. Zitzelsperger picks it up. He's got Jackson Jones on the doorstep waiting. Jones chases it down, throws one in front. It takes two bounces off somebody and all the way into neutral. Lucier picks it up. Cross-ice pass to Jones. He chips it in and gives chase. Cougars put on the break, but his line mate, Jared Jones, is there. Jackson Jones and Jared Jones, but they both lose the handle, and the Cougars are going the other way. Cougars come up with it, but it's poke checked away, and we're off to the races here. Jones pokes it away, but he cannot track it down as one of the Cougars got to it. Huff tracks it down, slams it hard around his own cage as he's taken down from a back check and slides into the boards. Cat still got it. Jones has got it on his stick. He's got Jones. Beautiful cross-ice pass. Gets it in the stick, and he handles it. Shot! Oh, just missed by a half-inch. Blocker side high. Oh, what a ripper by Jones. Great look. Difference in that play was he held on to that pass. But the Cougars into the zone now. Cougars drop pass shot is blocked in front by Jones to the blue line, but not out. Dump pass, jump on that. Cats just coming up lackadaisical on the 50-50 pucks. Now it's going to be thrown to neutral. Cats get it back and then lose it once again. Lucy A is going to pick it up. He throws a big pass all the way down the ice, and they call that icing at 6:13 of the first. Tilts tied at 0. Heff steps in for the draw, one by the Cougars. Shot in front, goes wide all the way around. Kutska gives chase on his stick. Kutska in the corner. He throws it down the boards, but not out. Cougars still got it. Hand in the air. You're going to give him a trip. And your Cats at 6:01 of the first are going to have to go on the kill as the puck was turned over on the boards Man started to split the defense. Somebody stuck a stick out, sent him to the ice, and that man was number 18, Kuska, and he's in the hole at 6:01 of the first. Your Cats are on the kill. Puck down, won by Castleview into the corner, but a Cougars got it. Now it's a scrum into the corner. One Cat, two Cougars. Cougars come away with it. Throw it out to the front, all the way, makes it through to the point. Shot, hit trash and went wide. Poke checked away by Castleview. Throw to the blue line and does get out by the good work by Shanahan at the end. That was Keogh and Shanahan, all the work there to get that one out. And once again, Shanahan behind the play, 4-on-1, one Sabercat against four Cougars, and he did come up with it, but then lost it. We get it back in neutral and throw it right back into the zone. Keogh gives chase now. No, that's Sororki. Chipped around him on the boards, comes to the blue line, is skated, now into neutral. Skates into the roof, lays a pass off at the blue line. Here comes a shot, glove save, and the hold by Harris at 5:05 of the first to keep this a 0-0 game. Line changes all the way around. Jones going to step in for the draw. 1:04 left in the power play. Puck down. The Cougars do win it, but it's picked up by, I believe that was Keogh, wrapped all the way down around the boards, and it does get out. Zitzelsberger put the pressure on and just come up a hair short of stealing that one. Skated from the blue line, though, skated all the way into the mouth of the goal and finally poke checked away. Once again, just lackadaisical by your Cats at times. Overskated by Gardner. Now he gives chase as he gets half of a stick on it. Throw it back to the blue line by the Cougars. Cross-ice pass by the Cougars. Now he dumps it into the corner. Huff's going to give chase. He gets poke checked around him, and the trash is picked up by a Cougar. Feathered back to the top of the circles. Point man's got it. Shot blocked in front by Gardner. Cats got it. Saved by Harris. Trash comes free. Shot saved by Harris. Back-to-back big-time boomers by Harris. And finally, I believe that's Huff. Throws it into the netting at 4:15 of the period. 14 seconds left in the power play, and we're tied at 0. And the only reason we are is back-to-back big-time hard shot saved by number 1 Harris. Puck down, won by Castleview. Then the handle is lost. Throw it out to the top of the circles, but kept in by a Cougar. Now scrummed into the boards, comes down the boards. Cougars got the control. They throw it into the hole, into the skates of Keogh, and he picks it up and throws it the length of the ice. And the power play had ended, so that is an icing by your Cats. But the power play is over. Your Cats made the kill. And we are back to 5-on-5 hockey with 3:54 left in the first. Puck down, one back to Pinello. He's got it on his stick. He feathers it around the boards to Gardner. Gardner picks it off and throws it to Trumbley. Trumbley to the blue line, loses a handle, gets it back. Big cross-ice pass is picked up by Miller at the blue line, and they're going to call Duffy offside. Miller steps in for the draw, puck down. Duffy he wins it to Duffy, and he dumps it into the zone and gives chase. Miller and Duffy to give chase. Back to the top of the boards, turned over. Throw it up there. Pinello's going to get a slapper here. Yes, shot. Oh, off the top of the crossbar. Pinello just about buried one from the blue line. Oh, my, can't get a break. That would have been beautiful. Off of a skate and kept in. Duffy gets a stick on it, but loses the handle. Duffy tracks it down, though, and keeps a stick on it. It's Duffy against four Cougars. Now the puck comes free, and Trumbley gets in there. Trumbley gets a stick on it. He's offsides, but he gets back in enough time for the dump in and the line change. Trumbley gives chase. It's wrapped around the boards. Pinello does get there at the blue line as he started to go off for a line change, but came back. The Cougars pick it up. Oh, great Back check by, I believe that's Shanahan. Poke checks it away, and it comes free at the doorstep, but nobody home. Now the Cats pick it up. The Cougars throw it into the zone. Gardner gets there, chips it around the boards as Pinello gets chased. Marks gave up on it and overskated it when it got to the blue line. Up front, poke checked away. Pinello picks up the trash. He's got it on his stick. Cross-ice pass to Shanahan. Shanahan to Marks. Marks has got it. Shot from the blue line is blocked. Goes wide. Takes a bounce off the front of the cage. Now skated down the boards to the blue line and out by the Cougars. Slapped right back in hard by Gardner, or Marks that is, I'm sorry. And Shanahan once again battling in the corner. Marks and Shanahan. The puck does come free behind the net, and the Cougars pick it up to the boards. Slapped back in by your Sabercats. Down the boards, puck is loose. Strummed in the center. Shanahan's got it. Shot goes 4 feet wide all the way around. Kutska gives chase. He's shot on net. Is picked off before it gets there. Luckily, thing for picked off at the blue line by Huft. And he throws one high over the blocker side. Poke checked away. Lucier's the last man standing. He picks it up. Got it on his stick. Cross-ice pass. It's going to be an icing. That pass does us no good there, 21. It's got to be under control. The boys cannot grab that from you. And that turns into an icing and a face-off at the other end. 1:34 left in the period. And back-to-back opportunities that were saved by posts of the Cougars' net by Pinello and Huff. Puck down, one by the Cougars, turned over in front of the top of the circles, feathered out by Small, then little poke check to the blue line, but not out. It's got to be sharper than that. Keogh's got it on his stick, throws it down the boards to Small. Small chips it, hand in the air, and then we get the whistle on the touch-up. And I believe your Cats are going on the power play at 1:18 of the first as one of the Cougars go into the hole. I'm going to try to switch over here. I'm trying to get my brain to do it, and I haven't. I got too many Cats to keep track of. I'm going to try to call the Cougars Rez from now on. I'm going to call them Rez from now on if I can get my brain working. So your Cats on the power play at 1:18 of the first, tied at 0. Jones steps in. He does win the draw, cut up in everybody's skates, and Rez comes up with it. They throw it to neutral, but Lucy A is there to pick it up. He throws it to Zitzelsperger. Zitzelsperger to the top of the circle, still on his stick. Zitzelsperger's going to circle it, throws one right on the doorstep, and nobody home. Keogh's got it on his stick. He circles the top of the circles, takes a shot, save, loose. Who's there to poke it in? Come on, boys. Feathered off the boards by Keogh. Here comes a shot across the front, picked off by Rez and thrown the length of the ice. Harris is going to play it. He does. He stops it, throws it to Lucier. Lucier picks it up, skates it around his own cage. 40 seconds left in the period. Lucier's pass is way wide, but Jones does track it down. He goes to throw it down the boards. It hits a Rez player in the stick and goes into the bench. 37.7 seconds left in the first. 1:20 left in the power play. We are tied at 0. The face-off will come out of the zone. Shanahan steps in for the draw. Puck down. Shanahan does win it. Shanahan's still on his stick. Then it gets poke checked away from him. He's offside. The lay offside. Then it comes out and it's thrown all the way down the ice by Rez. Puck is picked up with 20 seconds. Gardner's got it on his stick. Cross-ice pass comes to Shanahan. Shanahan with 19 seconds. 10 seconds! Shot. Blocked in front. Comes loose on the doorstep, but the only one there is a Cougar or Rez. 8 seconds left in this one. Gardner tracks it down. He throws it down the boards to Marks. Get a shot! Get a shot! Playing too much fan and not enough announcing as Kutskas picks it up, skates it through the center to almost to the blue line, but the horn sounds, and that's the end of one, tied at 0. So once again, I don't know what Coach Heff can tell these boys. It's been the same song and dance all season long. Everything is there but the finish. Everything's there but the last little piece. When they do get it together, it's a thing of beauty. But when they don't, it's frustrating as all get out. Harris was tested a couple times during that period also, so it could easily be a game one way or the other lead for either team. Might be biased here, but I do believe our Cats outplayed them that first period. So they're over there. Coach Heff will come up with something. He's lining them out, drawing it up on the board, and hopefully we can hit this ice. We still got a power play for 33 seconds of the first. Get a couple passes put together and get a shot on net here. So Harris heads to his pipes. The Rez goalie does the same. We're going to go with Heft, O'Reilly, and Small, with Keogh and Lucier on D. Puck down, one by Rez. They pick it up at the blue line. Shot right into the glove of Harris. He throws it wide. Keogh picks it up, slams on the brakes, and now he cycles the cage for the breakout. Throws it to the blue line, mishandled, but picked up by O'Reilly. Then he throws it down the boards and turns it right over. On the breakout, Rez comes up with it. Keogh pickpockets the man as he hits the center circles, but he's being hounded. Still on his stick, puts on the brakes, and goes the other way. Cross ice pass. We're going to try it again to O'Reilly. Riley throws it across ice and right into the skates of a Rez player. Lucier gloves it down, goes to throw it to Heft, who cannot come up with it as it goes winging by him. He felt the wind off of it. They call that icing, and the power play is over. 16-17 of the second, still tied at 0. Line changes all the way around. Small, I do believe, is for the draw. He does win it. Poke checked away by Pinello, but right into the skates of Shot. Blocked in front by Trash. That was another great look for Rez by a turnover by your Cats. Poke checked one way or another, now into the skates of Gardner. He kicks it once, kicks it twice, and finally kicks it out of the zone. Loses an edge and goes down. Scrum on the boards. Trumbley in there fighting along with two Rez players. It's drop pass back by Rez, and Pinello gives chase as it's dumped into the zone. Pinello wraps it hard around the boards all the way to Trumbley, who waited on it, and two Rez players pin him up against the boards and steal it. You can't wait at this level. Feathered back around the boards by Pinello to Trumbley. Trumbley gets a stick on it. Pinello picks up the trash. Throw it out to the blue line, and Duffy got twisted inside out and couldn't come up with it. But Trumbley picks it up in neutral and dumps it hard into the zone. Gives chase and is manhandled off of it. Duffy's got it. Drop that. Scrum along the boards. Comes to the point. Gardner shot. Blocker stick save by the Rez goalie. Goes to throw it to the front. His a Rez stick and up into the netting for a face-off. Line changes all the way around. Lucy A. and Huffed on D. The Jones-Zitzelsberger line is on. Puck down, one by Jones. Jones cross ice pass to Lucier. His shot is blocked as it comes out to neutral. Now chipped down the boards, thrown right back into Zitzelsberger. Zitzelsberger to Jones. Jones, shot. Go! Cats, go! Zitzelsberger to Jones to the back of the net at 14:51 of the second. Cats go! Like I said, when it's pretty, and that was pretty. Nice turnover play right there. Took advantage of it. A sharp, crisp pass and a beautiful finish to put your Cats up by 1. Puck down 1 by Rez, dumped into the zone. Puck comes free as it's poke checked away. Thrown out to neutral by Jones, and his line mate Jones could not come up with it. Back into the zone as Lucier gives chase. Lucier pins the man up against the boards. Poke checks him away from the puck and steals it. Throws it down the boards to the blue line, but not out. Shot chipped in front. Saved by Harris. Off the boards, chipped to the blue line, but not out. Now it's out of the zone as Jared Jones gives chase. Jackson Jones in there to help. They get skated around as Lucier picks up the man. Lucier still on the puck. Poke checks it away to the board. Zitzelsperger's got it. Throws a cross-ice pass to the blue line that is goes out but is picked off. Cross-ice pass all the way into the opposite zone. Thrown right back into neutral. Your Cats are caught in a line change. Puck comes free into neutral, and then it's thrown off of the skates of Huff as Lucier gives chase. Lucier dumps it around the boards. Puck cannot be handled, and one of the Rez players picks it up. Poke checked again. Lucier's got it on his stick now. Lucier dumps it hard around the boards. I believe that Shanahan, is that? Yes, Shanahan picks it up on the bounce. Puck ping-pongs around, comes out of the zone, then right back in, finds a wicked bounce right to a Rez player. Tomahawked away, and we could be off to the races here. As Shanahan poke checks it to himself, gets behind the defense, and throws one 8 feet over the top of the net. He wanted that one bad, and it looked good. Shanahan picks it up as it comes out of the zone. He holds on to it. Dumps it hard into the blue line right off of the referee. Puck comes out of the zone as Rez picks it up. Poke checked away off of a skate and into the zone. Marks has got it on his stick now. He throws it off the boards, and Shanahan poke checks it to himself. He's offsides, though. Soroki had to hold on while Shanahan got back, and then it's thrown deep into the zone. Keogh off the boards. He keeps it in. Now it's poke checked around him to the blue line, but he keeps it in again. Now it's out to neutral, and Rez is on the run. Beats one at neutral. Shot saved by Harris off of a skate. I don't know how he got that one out, but Harris just kept this a 1-0 game on a great big save by Jacob Harris. Thrown out to the blue line. Gets past Heft. Back turnover shot. Blocker saved by Harris to the blue line. Oh, and then chipped down the ice for an icing by Marks. Oh, once again, got to take advantage of the mistakes. It was thrown right to Marks, and the only thing that was behind him was ice. And instead of turning and skating, he threw it the length for a face-off. 12:04 of the second. Your Cats are up by 1. Heft in for the draw. He does win it. Then it comes free, and it's poke checked right back in at the blue line. He gives checks a man hard to the ice. Puck comes free at the top of the circles. Pinello gives chase. He poke check into the corner and sticks the man. But Rez comes up with it. They skate the top of the circles. Turns. Shot. Saved by Harris as it makes it through trash. Saved by Harris as it throws down ice. And this is going to be another. Let's see. No, he waves it off. No icing. Comes to the front. O'Reilly's got it on his stick. Lays it on the doorstep for Heft. Shot. Go! Oh, Cats go on the back door. Find. Help me out. Who passed it? I don't know who passed it. I was too excited, but it was number 20, Turner Heft, skating in on the back door. Gets it gathered into his stick and buries it blocker side high at 11:30 of the second to put your Cats up by 2. Cats goal! Number 20, Turner Heft. Puck down 1 by Miller. Miller pick checks it away. Now we get a whistle. So I believe the Rez coach is being thrown out of the game. He was saying something to the referee about that goal. They argued a little bit. They said go. Referee said goal. He kept chirping, and he has just been tossed out of the rink. So now your Cats are on the power play as one of the Res players has got to serve a penalty. He's puck down behind the play here. They ain't holding up on nothing. One by Castleview. Res comes up with it, throws it to the top of the circles, comes down the boards. Lucier jumps on it and keeps it in. Lucier wraps it all the way around the boards too. And it comes to the blue line. Lucier keeps it again. Miller's got it. He's got a look shot. Hit a Res player in the skates as it made it through. Onto the stick. Throwed around the boards to Trumbley. Trumbley's got it. He wraps it back around the boards, and Lucier picks it up. Lucier, no, that's Duffy. Duffy to Keogh. Keogh wraps it down to Trumbley. Trumbley back to Keogh. Shot, save, and a hold by the Res goalie. And that was good-looking hockey. Maybe a little too sharp the passes, but Trumbley to Keogh to a beautiful shot, but the Res goalie comes up with the save. 10:42 of the second. Your Cats up by 2. Jones steps in for the draw. Puck down. He does win it. Puck comes free up to the front. Pad save by the Res goalie. Poke check back out to Lucier at the blue line. He loses a handle, and they got to track it down. Lucier to Zitzelsperger. Zitzelsperger's got a hold. We're offside. Delayed offside. Why is that not delayed? They didn't chase. Oh, get out of fan mode. So he calls offsides. They were. Should have been delayed. It was one man standing. He dumped it deep. Puck down, one by your Cats. Jones gives chase. Jared Jones into the corner. Checks a man up against the board. Separates him from the puck. Gets it back. Throws a beautiful pass to the doorstep. Lucier's got it. Shot. Pad saver. It hit trash before it got there. Throwed out off the boards to the blue line, but takes a wicked bounce and goes right back into the zone. Jones gives chase. He gets beat, but poke checked away by, I believe that's Keogh. He wraps it hard around the boards as Zitzelsperger gives chase. Now it comes down to Lucier. Lucier cross-ice pass. Beautiful pass and caught. Beats one, beats two. Goes to throw a pass, but it's picked off by Rez. Keogh just one too many fancy. Jones tracks it down. Cross-ice pass to Lucier. Lucier to Zitzelsperger, who can't control it. Lucier picks it, knifes it down at the blue line. Cats still have control. To Zitzelsperger again, who loses control. Jones checks a man at the blue line, sends him to the ice hard, and loses an edge as Keogh picks it up. Power play is over as the puck comes free. Chip back around the net by Lucier, and Keogh had it, loses control of it. Throw to the back doorstep, poke checked away, off the side of the cage, saved by Harris, off the side of the cage. Getting lackadaisical here, boys. Don't act like we're got the win all in the bag yet. Shot, save, and a cover by Harris. Face off to come at 9 minutes left of the second. Your Cats are up by 2. Puck down, one by Shanahan. Pinello wraps it all the way around the boards to Gardner. Gardner poke checks it down the boards to Soroki. Soroki had it, loses it, gets it back. Then it's picked up, banged off of the boards, off the referee, and down the ice as Shanahan tracks it down. Shanahan skating hard. Soroki shot wide around the cage. Pinello's going to pick it up. Off of a skate, throws one to the front, and nobody home. Puck comes down the boards, and Soroki keeps it in. Then it's wrapped hard back around the board. Shanahan's going to get there. Poke checked into the air. Comes free. Pinello, oh, nice pass to the doorstep. Gardner's shot is half fanned on and half blocked by the ice. There's a hand in it. Nope, no hand in the air. Shot comes wide into the corner of the boards. Picked off by your Cats and kept in to the blue line and kicked in by Gardner back to the blue line. Gardner keeps it in again. That's 2 times by Gardner as he wraps it hard around the cage, and Soroki gives chase. Mark's over there to help. He keeps it in as he throws it back all the way the other way, and Soroki gives chase. Gardner jumps on it again to keep it in. He's got Soroki. Soroki's got it. Throws it off of Shot. Glove save loose on the doorstep, and Hef just missed his second goal of the game as it just got lifted. His stick got lifted at the last second. Still in. Shot. Save. Still in. Shot. Trash is picked off. Blocked in front. Shot. Saved by the Res goalie. It's a manslaughter right here, right now. Your Cats are all over it, jumping on it. And finally, one of the Res players has got to throw it the length of the ice to stop that onset, because the way it was going, it was only a matter of time before one was going to get by. And the only reason it didn't is because the Res goalie is coming up big on shot after shot after shot. 7:10 of the second, up by 2. Here's the draw. One by Res into the corners, now to the blue line, into neutral. Skated into the corner, now into the zone. Here comes a shot, and goal from the blue line by the Res Cougars. And that's what you talk about in hockey. You get lackadaisical, you get slow. That puck come out easy. It was skated into neutral easy. It was skated into the blue line easy. And the shot was thrown hard, glove high side. And Harris didn't track it down. It made it by him, and the Cougars have cut it to 1. And more important, they got momentum now. Puck down, 1 by Res, but thrown out of the zone by Lucier. Now poke checked out at neutral. Loses the handle as a Res player picks it up, skates it into the zone. Lucier down in the corner. He's got a handle on it, but loses it. Then off of the skates into the boards. We get a whistle on the Duffy touch-up, and I believe your Cats are going to have to go on a kill. And just like that, give up a goal and open the door for these Cougars. Your Cats are on the kill at 6:37 of the second. Lucy A to the hole. Cats on the kill. Puck down, 1 by Castleview, but loses the handle. Thrown out of the zone by Res, and they track it down. Cross ice pass is chipped into the zone, not handled, and thrown to the blue line, and now out by Kutska. Now Res skates it in. He beats one at the circle, still on his stick. Shot saved by Harris to keep this a 2-1 game. And once again, picked up at the blue line, skated into the top of the circles. Wide open, clean look. And the only thing that kept that one out of the net was number 1, Jacob Harris. Puck down, 1 back to the point. Feathered into the corner by Res. They give track it down. Poke checked away, but one of the Res players is there to pick it up. Pinned up against the boards, trash comes free, puts on the cycle, cuts back the other way, throws it back to the point. Poke checked away by Shanahan. He's got numbers here. Yes, Shanahan, no. Oh, man, he had a solid breakaway, nothing but ice in front of him. But throw down the ice, and Res picks it up. They skate it to the blue line and feather it to the boards. Now it's skated into the zone. Gets by 1. I believe that was Huff that got beat. To the blue line, now feathered back into the corner. Cross ice pass is picked off by Shanahan. Shanahan's off to the races, gets enough of a stick on it to get it into the zone. 46 seconds left in the power play, into neutral. Soroki manhandling the man, pokes, and Soroki's going to go to the hole. And we're for 37 seconds. It's going to be a 5-on-3 on a hook. Colin hooking on number 19, Grant Soroki. So your Cat's in self-destruct mode right here. Somebody needs to cut the blue wire and stop this from blowing up. Because for the next 37 seconds, it's 5-on-3 hockey. Hef steps in for the draw. He does win it off of the referee skates. He picks it up, throws it the length of the ice, and the Res goalie's got to play it. They come to the blue line now into neutral. Hef gets beat. Now he makes a chase back. Grant shot saved by Harris, and the net comes off its cowlings as one of the Res players goes down and puts Harris into the net. With the Res player falling on top of him. Goalie change for Res Christian. 18 seconds left on the 5-on-3. The face-off will come out of the zone. Heft, Keogh, and Kutska, I believe. It's pit one and throw it out of the zone by Kutska, but into neutral. Cross-ice pass into the zone. Poke checked away. Great work there, but not out. Hef gives chase. Fanned on one time, top of the circles. 5-on-3 is over now. Comes to the top of the point. Shot blocked by Harris over the top of the cage. Rez has got it in the corner, though. They hold, throw it behind the cage on the stick. Cycles the cage, goes to the corner, still on his stick. Splits the defense, splits him twice. Shot, throws it high and wide over. God, you can't let a guy split you like that. Small picks it up, throws it the length of the ice. The Res goalie does get a stick on it and lays it to a streaking defenseman. Cross-ice pass is way too long, way too far, and they call that icing, and we'll take it with 46 seconds left in the power play. I'm going to get all over your Cats here because that Res player circled the cage, split them like the Red Sea as they both stood there and looked at him. One of you's got to attack that man. Tell him a story, find out what he's doing after the game, put him on his butt, but don't let him split you. Puck down. Back to the blue line and out. Kutsa gets half of a stick on it as Shanahan gives a chase. Res player loses an edge and goes down as it's thrown out of the zone. I believe that was Lucier threw it the length of the ice. 29 seconds left. Manhandled by, again, the good work of Shanahan. Puck comes wide into the zone. Lucier picks it up, throws it into the corner, but off of a Res player. Shanahan was there, but lost an edge and went down. Shot, save, and a cover by Harris. Once again, Res picks up the missed pass, skates it to the circles, and gets another wide open shot. Look, 7 seconds left in this power play. I don't care what team you're playing. You give them enough opportunities, they're going to find one. Poke checked away on the wind, and we're off to the races. Into the circle, shot, saved by the Res goalie. Throw to the doorstep to Shanahan, to Zitzelsperger. He got a stick on it and chases it into the corner. Jones there to help. Jones to Zitzelsperger. Zitzelsperger's going to cycle the top of the cage. Power play is over to Lucier. He slaps one high. 18 feet high, 4 feet wide, and into the netting at 2:54 of the second. Your Cats are up by 1. And because it was a shot from Lucier and the Cats, it comes out of the zone. Beautiful setup, beautiful play. That's got to be on net, number 21. Puck down, won by Res, and then they dump it back into their own zone as Jones gives chase. Res puts on the brakes, goes the other way. Zitzelsperger picks it off, shot just wide, and Jones didn't see it to tip it in. Feathered back to Gardner. Gardner's got it, shot, glove save, goal! Oh! Will Gardner from the blue line to the back of the net at 2:36 of the second to put your Cats up by 2 once again, and good things happen when you put it on net. Jones, Zitzelsperger, both fighting away. Finally gets its way to Gardner. He throws a wicked wrister to the back of the net at 2:36 of the second. Puck down, won by Castleview, but right to Rez, then into neutral. Gardner overskates it and loses an edge and goes down, but plays it as he's laying on the ice. He gets it to Duffy. Duffy had it, lost it, gets it back, lost it, gets it back. Throws it hard into the zone. Miller skated down. Now Trumbley's got it on his stick. He passes it to Gardner. Gardner banks it off the board, glove down by Rez. Skated to the blue line, feathered off the referee though. Gardner poke checks it away. Rez picks it up on the blue line. Now Gardner picks up the trash. He back passes it all the way into the zone to Pinello. Pinello hits Duffy on the money, who loses it as he turns the corner. Rez picks it up, throws it the length of the ice, but no icing here as Gardner's got to chase it down. Gardner feathers one to Trumbley, who can't keep it. Shot on the turnover at the blue line, saved by Harris. Then thrown all the way out of the zone into neutral. Duffy gives chase. He poke checks, pickpockets the man. He's tied up, though, as a Rez player picks it up. Pinello's got a hold at the blue line. Nope, he overthrew it to Gardner. Gardner's got to track it down, though, to Trumbley. Trumbley gets it poke checked away from him as Duffy gives chase and it's skated into the zone. Duffy loses an edge and goes down. Gardner gives chase. Pinello on the doorstep. Now it's thrown back to the point. Shanahan gets beat. Pinello gets beat to the side of the cage. Shot, cover, and a save by Harris at 1:08 of the second. Your Cats are now up by 2. Line changes all the way around. Puck down, won by Rez, but picked up by Castleview, wrapped all the way around the boards to the blue line, but mishandled by Soroki in the turnover. Soroki picks it up now, caught in his own skates, poke checked away from him, he gets chase again. Now he back feathers it off of the boards to Lucier. He loses an edge and goes down. Miller's got it. He throws a cross-ice pass to Soroki. Soroki to Shanahan. Shanahan shot blocked. Saved by the Rez goalie. Shanahan still fighting behind the net. Puck comes free. Shanahan still on his stick. Throws it down the boards. Marks has got it on his stick. His shot is blocked off of a Rez player and out of the zone. Huff picks it up. He throws it hard into the zone as Soroki's going to give chase around the boards. 17 seconds left in this one. Huff steps up on it. 14-second shot off the side of the cage. Blocker saved by the Rez goalie. Comes down the board, still kept in the zone. 6 seconds left. Somebody get one here. And the puck's thrown the length of the ice. Are we going to get a yes? We're going to get an icing with 2 seconds left. So opportunity here for a drop and a shot. It's got to be sharp and quick, but it can be done. Trumbley dancing the dance here in the press box. So, Cats talking about it, see if we can get this one dropped and shot. Puck down, won by Castleview to the cage. Shot does come, but it's late and poke checked away. And at the end of 2, we're going to get a zam here. Your Cats up by 2, 3-1 over Reds Christian. I'm going to get me a real quick drink of water. We're going to do a zam here, do a little player profile for you. And then we will bring you the last 17 and number 3. So your player profile, we're going to call him a man on the island, the one man standing. Your goaltender, number 1, Jacob Harris. Clothier on the IR. So it's going to be Harris the rest of the way this season. And he has kept your Cats definitely in this game. So here you are. Meet your Cat. Number 1, Jacob Harris. He's a sophomore at Rock Canyon High School. His position is goaltender. Parents are Josh and Kelly. Sibling Sophie. Favorite food is lasagna. Oh, his favorite sports team is the Avalanche. Favorite music, he likes it all. I wonder if he likes classical. Is that all? But he says he likes it all. We'll believe him. I kind of like it all too. Just depends what it is. I don't like it all, but I like certain sections of it all. Like you say, classical? Yeah, I really like that orchestra down there at Castle View High School. They do put on a great Christmas special, so there's a little plug for them while we're doing this player profile. Get down there at Christmas time and watch that orchestra do their Christmas special. It is something to see. He plays any other sports than hockey. He's got no. Favorite subject in school is engineering. Any other hobbies or activities? He likes weightlifting. Favorite quote or movie line, wax on, wax off, Mr. Miyagi. And there is your player profile. Number 1, Jacob Harris. Squirrel, help me out. What is that orchestra that plays at Christmas time? It's Trans-Siberian. That's it. You got to catch that out. The Castle View Orchestra does a little bit of Trans-Siberian Orchestra play at Christmas time. You got to check them out. Support your cats all the way around. So that's it from the Cat's Den. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back here to bring you the last 17 minutes of period 3. For Kenny Jones and the Squirrel, I am Cotton McKnight. We are out.